But I'll take that. I'll take that C rank on the chin. Atna, activate defenses in the area first. On it. I'll be done in a moment. No sign of the enemy for now. I think we've shaken them off. Good, Mendo. Double check that. The rest of us should get inside the safe house now. Got it. It's the same background as before. The area appears to be safe for the moment. Let's stock up on supplies. Weapons are in the storage racks inside. We'll find ammo in the crates next to the rats. There's some food and water over there. Take what you need. If you need anything else, Mendo, your material shuttle is now connected to the relay station. Reverse collapse whatever you need yourself. Also, don't make any other unauthorized modifications to the material shuttle. That wasn't me. Never mind. Rules are rules. We mustn't expose this technology in front of enemies. I'll shut down the relay station once we enter the battle. If we need anything, it must be ready before we pit them up. Got it? I need more high explosive grenades. Is there enough bandwidth in the relay station? I'll figure it out. We won't be able to obtain any more supplies later. Make good use of the material shuttle while there's still time. Or even in 2 hours once the reinforcements arrive. Mendo, you can take Miss Jefuty into the bathroom of the safe house for a rest first. Right, understood. Atna, come with me and take stock of her supplies and equipment. Fine. Jefuty, you seem to be in a bit of a bad mood. Maybe it's because I let her get absolutely sniped by the enemy that fight. Even though I gave her the evasion buff. Somehow I have a feeling you're already aware of Jevon's plan. What makes you think so? You always seem to know things ahead of time. You can kind of guess just from your face. This guy's surprisingly astute when it comes to certain things. So what? Your new captain has given you a direct order. So you do know. It is an order, but I still believe it's wrong. Why do you think so? I would never leave my own family behind and escape on my own. If Jevon and Atna won't give you any help, I'll come with you to rescue your sister. The supplies in the safe house should be enough for a tough battle. You're defying your orders? I'm just trying to do a more thorough job of completing the mission. I'm sure Jevon will understand. There's still some time until the next evacuation window. If we act fast enough, we might evacuate safely with your sister. Mendo. Right. I almost forgot you're a happy-go-lucky idiot. I'm happy-go-lucky. Come sit next to me. Is that okay? I told you as much. You showed me the picture of you and your parents in your pendant. In return, take a look at this. This is a picture of you and Rige when you were little. Yes. This is the first and only picture we have ever taken together. It's cute. 8 years ago. Oh boy, trauma. Gavril. Alright, look this way. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Hello. I see pink hair in the Girls Front Run universe, and that's worrying signs. Okay, hang on tight to this picture now. Both of you look like little angels. Thank you, Professor Helena. I'll keep this picture safe, but it would be nice if the background wasn't a blank wall in the lab. Want to take another one in my office? No thanks. I don't want to draw too much attention, especially the attention of that person. However, there's a small favor I'd like to ask you, Philip. Isn't Philip, yeah, Mendo's dad? Name it. I'll do whatever I can. My room is quite spacious. I'll put in another bed. I want her to move in and stay with me. I must warn you though, surely you also know that these test subjects are extremely unstable. So they wouldn't need to be monitored so carefully. Having her by your side will be like living with a ticking bomb. You won't know when she will lose control and hurt you. Why don't you leave her with Professor Helena? She can find a safer place for Liga to rest. I'll put her in the room next to yours so you can check in on her anytime. If there are any accidents, the room is equipped with a flamethrower. Oh, you're just gonna torch the girl if it comes to. That'll keep the risk to a minimum. You won't have to worry about that. I've made my own preparations. Oh? You gotta tell me about it? I actually designed a neural inhibitor to stabilize her personality. A device customized by Jefuty with the assistance of Professor Philip Verlige. When worn on the head, prevents the progenitor from detecting and controlling her. Progenitor, highest right shrine entity, which possesses free will and mitotic degenerative ability. Oh, I'm exposing my grammar here. Controls all shrine entities. Everything with it. So everything is going to be controlled by the Shrike. The URNC has Werewolf Commando team, which is their most famous team. Virtual Cognition Image, which are capable of accessing relics, heavily influenced by the host's subconscious strong reifying properties, being able to visualize the will, thoughts, memories, and other aspects of the host. In the absence of a neural inhibitor, it can be invaded by a genetically identical individual through conscious resonance. Jefuty, Nolu, and Lunazia are able to sense the test subjects with identical genetic makeup to themselves. So they can resonate with similar DNA, etc., or whatever. There's no conclusive reason as to why it took place. It is generally theorized to be caused by the genetics of the Javro entity. That's my secret sensory day. Just sent you the design. Have it constructed right away. You're well prepared. It's a fascinating design. I'll have the development department make it for you as soon as possible. Still, this test subject doesn't seem at all remarkable just from the data report. What makes her special to you? I'll tell you and Professor Helena, but you must never tell anyone else, especially not William. I can promise that no one will ever learn anything from me or Helena. As for Professor William, there's no hiding anything from him in the lab. It's your job to make sure he never finds out. If you can't promise absolute secrecy, I won't explain. As you wish, my little princess. She's not like the other subjects. She has a soul. A soul? That's too big a word for it. She is Nolu, a shrike cell mimicking a mitotic specimen. Normally, a conscious is shared with the progenitor. Imitate other creatures' life forms and gain their characteristics. Interesting. My tests have proven that such specimens are no more than dummies of the progenitor. It still isn't clear how the mitotic specimen is able to maintain a permanent link with the progenitor. The conclusion is that it doesn't possess an independent consciousness. So, it's supposed to be dummies, or dummy linking, you know, controlled by the progenitor, but Jefuty is claiming that she has a soul. That's under normal circumstances, but she's different. She's special. It's true that like the other specimens, she's usually consumed by her impulse to hunt and feed. She also shows fear whenever she's being escorted by armed guards. Surely you know what that means, Philip. A mitotic specimen that displays emotions. That certainly deserves a more in-depth study. If you still refuse to believe in Rige's peculiarities, I'll give you another example. Rige, here, let's play a game. My name is Nohu. She doesn't like it if I go by another name. But we agreed. I would only play with you if you change your name. You can keep this from her. But we've always been together, and we'll always be together. Even if I manage to hide from one of two of her, I won't be able to hide the truth from all of them. Now that you have me, you will soon be free of their control. So let's carry on with the game, Rige. If you insist. Professor Helena, do you remember the book on your desk? You've written a poem on the flyleaf. Sorry, I have too many books on my desk. Which one are you talking about? Which poem? It goes like this. I bring fresh showers for the thirsting flowers, from the seas and the streams. I bear white shade for the leaves when laid in their noonday dreams. My wings are shaken, the dews that waken, the sweet buds every one. Do you remember now, Professor? That's The Cloud by Shelley. The book was meant to be a gift to my son. That's why I've copied out my favorite poem on the flyleaf. I haven't gotten the chance to give it to him, so it's just sitting on my desk. I've talked to the captain about it. Once we've made it through this busy period, he'll send our son over to play. You can give him your book then. I'm sure he'll love such a romantic gift. Boys his age are probably more into video games and stuff like that. So, is it but that Jefuty's handing over not only the picture of him and her and but this is that poem book. Don't worry, he's bound to it. He's my son after all. He must have inherited some of my romantic genes. Your son, huh? I'm a bit curious. He's only 14 right now, but I'm sure he'll grow into a handsome chap. Even though he's 8 years older than you, watch out you don't fall head over heels for him when you're older. Okay, come on now. Your jokes are lame as always. Just kidding. More importantly, Jefuty, you've read this poem before. Luida hasn't, has she? You're right, he hasn't. I recited it to her. Telepathically? As expected of you, Philip. Clever guess. So the poem was in your thoughts, and Luida verbalized it. How miraculous! You are not a Shrike-metated specimen, so you shouldn't be able to share consciousness. But I managed to establish one. That's why you want us to keep this from Professor William. Exactly. This is why I don't want him to find out about any of this. Never thought a connection possible. This completely refutes our working hypothesis. Don't worry, Professor Helena. It's quite common in the process of research. I'll help you determine the specific cause of this phenomenon. So Jefuty is 8. No, wait, no. He said that Mendo should be 8 years older, and he's 14, so Jefuty's 6. I have demonstrated Rita's value. You must also keep your word. Can I show her to my room now? Of course. I'll ask the researcher to put in another bed for you later. I'm going to escort you back, and then I'll sort out some follow-up issues for Jefuty and set up her access authorizations. Thank you, professors. Rita, let's go. From now on, you're my little sister. What a beautiful name. It's definitely a name for a cute little girl. I thought long and hard to come up with it. Who named you then, Jefuty? I guess right, that is your actual designation, though. Where are you taking me? To your new living quarters. I also have a gift for you. It will enable you to live your life without worry or fear. A gift. Yes, you just have to go to sleep for a while. Don't be scared. Both Professor Helena and I will be there with you. Okay. I never thought you'd make such a face. Did you just think of your sister? Rika is such an important part of my life. She isn't just my little sister. She's more like my other self. We rely on each other, take care of each other, and live life together. We're practically inseparable. Back then, I didn't keep my promise. I didn't keep my family safe. She was the only family I had left. I couldn't stand to see her ripped away from me. It was worse than death. You better put away such a precious picture. I'm starting to envy you. I wish you'd have to spend time in the company of your beloved family. As for me, you are always on your parents' mind. That much is evident from the pendant you carry. You'll also miss them dearly, or you wouldn't be keeping it on you at all times. This pendant... I simply haven't found an excuse to ditch it. But you picked it up after Jefuty spotted it on the ground earlier in like mission 1, quite literally. I don't know if you're just saying that out of spite or if you actually mean it, but I urge you to hold on to that pendant all the same. Remember, family is irreplaceable. Sorry, I'm just eating some snacks. They might have not had the chance to convey it, but their love for you was absolutely genuine. Strange. How'd I become the subject of our conversation? But thanks. I think you're right. Yes. Don't worry. The colonel who contacted you is actually my foster father. Ever since my parents went abroad to participate in the research project, Kampf has been taking care of me. He's more of a dad to me than my own biological father. It was also from him that I learned of the intel from before. If Jevin can get in touch with him, I'm sure I can convince him to support our attempt to rescue Hige. Just leave it all to me. I mean, you died last timeline, Mendo. I don't know, but hey, we gotta take what we can get. Thank you, Mendo. That's a signal? Oh, hold on. I'm getting Discord messages again. Here we go. Alright, we're fine. What's that sound? The satellite phone. It's Crane! Let's go. We have to get Jevin and Atna. Okay, that's where I recognize it. Should we answer? Atna, can you make sure no one traces the call to our location? You have 30 seconds at most. That's enough. Pick up the call. Crane, please go ahead. Still alive? For the time being. Central Command has blown a fuse because of your escape. I'm charging you guys double for the intel this time. We'll pay up no matter how much you charge as long as we can make it out of this alive. I'll be holding you to it. Since you're so generous, I'll give you another tip. About an hour ago, Central Command mobilized a large force to a mining site for unknown reasons. You'd better be careful. What? And a force? How many people are they sending? Hello? They already hung up. Mining site. Is the safe house already compromised? Get down. Jevin! I'm fine! Find cover! Stay away from the windows! Hey, my life, Miss Jefuty. Sniper, sit to quad. Hey, Austin. There's more than one of them. They've taken the vantage point. This is strange. The URNC Red troops shouldn't be able to mobilize so quickly. So it's the Wolf Squad that we saw on the keynotes. It's as if they exactly know where we are. They probably discovered the last safe house beforehand. The two safe houses aren't that far apart. It isn't that difficult to find our tracks moving from one to the other. Prepare for battle! More enemies are rapidly closing in on our safe house. We might already be surrounded. Are Tass's reinforcements still not here? It'll take them a while to arrive. We must head into the mine immediately. The enemies beat us to the mine. Not only will we have no way to escape, our reinforcements will also take heavy losses. But to get to the entrance of the mine, we need to cover a large amount of open ground. The snipers will have enough time to kill us 12 times. I can deal with those snipers. You're bringing up the rear? Letting our mission objective take the brunt of the attack? That makes absolutely no sense. They aren't particularly good snipers. I can handle them. Let me take them out while you go and secure the extraction point. And now understand how you managed to survive the ambush. Atna, prioritize which targets to take out first and come up with a route of escape. Mendo, take the supplies and cover Miss Bakery. Don't let her get hurt. On it. Understood. Yeah, I mean, after Jefuty was the only one who died last time, I don't know how much I trust myself. Hope you're doing well though, Austin. Alright. Another upgrade blueprint, nice to see. Manually save the game too. Doing good enough? Good to hear. The safe house in the mine is surrounded by UNRC troops. Utilize the Fitz turrets for an underground passage for defense. New items provided by Task will play a key role. The snipers in the mountains will provide a big threat. Everyone is spread out here. Underground passages. These ones here just give extra evade. I also have these high platforms. So we have defensible terrain around. We can easily set up perimeters. Fitz simple turrets will easily take out a few. And then, like Jefuty said, it's going to be up to her to deal with these snipers. Those guys are Fitzed. The barrel can be good for the future, of course. What is that? You get exhausted from that FOD. Mendo's holding up on a high platform, so he can potentially already take some shots over. Atna's holding here. Probably just deal with the sniper as soon as possible. Save the barrel for later. Let us sort that out here at the training, though. First and foremost, we have a weapon upgrade blueprint. So I can upgrade one of my guns. Chances are... Okay. Okay, everybody else is tier 2, so in that case, then yeah. We upgrade the Bison. That's the only gun we have. A little bit more crit. Could put. But let's take a look at all of our stuff here. Nothing specifically I can really put on. Yeah, so it's just only better to just put the compensator on and not losing anything out of it. For our genetic enhancement. Support fire was decent. Support fire and crit rate doesn't really count for me, considering how I really needed to just be able to, what's his face? I needed to be able to actually, hit. I just needed to be able to hit, which is all that matters here. Just for the actual instance of damage. I think what I'd like to do, though, is upgrade on Thin Ice for the accuracy. The duration of Miracle has been enhanced. Damage is increased by 30%. Stores active increased turn AP by 1 whenever a normal attack defeats an enemy unit. Ooh, so I could potentially change those. You'll love to see it. I don't have enough keys for any Mendo stuff. For Atna. Interesting. Optimal and suboptimal ranges are swapped for a turn. That's very, very interesting. Ooh, instantly recover HP all the way up. You're not at that level yet, at least for now. I think probably what I'd want to do for the future... The range gets bigger. I think for now, start to level up your shield. More armor is going to be nice. In fact, as I unlock another skill for you. That will be a little bit better as well. For when we get to, when we have to start falling back. Restore 1 stat of shield for every enemy defeated while still it's active. Ooh, that's really, really nice. Jefuty can have increased accuracy. I can upgrade the grenade more if I want. More crit rate. I think having more shield would be good here, considering how we are going to be on the defensive. So that'll be good. Now our item prep. I have 3 research points, but let's take a look here. Target is in a forest, sandpile ruins, or buildings or pillbox. Increase damage by 45 instead of 25. I didn't get to use the incendiaries last time, but that is a definite option. I can carry more darts. Medkits to continue to get better, which honestly would not be bad at all. That's 4 research points for the best grenade. I should just keep ticking it up. I don't think I'd like to have the grenade race keep going for me here. Making it so the flash range guaranteed get no stun for, get no crit for you would be really, would potentially be really nice for 2 turns. Not in case it can't kill you. I have to keep saving for that though. I think spotted, that way I can get rid of special traits so like your evasion would be nice though. Only 2 AP and anybody can do that instead of firing their weapons, so I think that's very good. And then I'd still like to upgrade my med kit, keep that in line for us here. Alright, now for synthesis, for what we need. Make a bunch of grenades as always. Make some gravel. That way I have my full trip wires again. Flash Fanes all the way up. Flamethrowers are good, medkits are good. I need to just make one more smoke grenade.